Paul, how much do you have in your marijuana fund so far?
I don't know, not enough. Can you help me out?
I just did.
Yes, you didn't.
What are you, a double dipper?
Yeah, why not?
Give this man a government job.
You're a good reporter. You did a good job with that. You determined that with a hat.
Well, just call it the Liquor and Cannabis Board of Ontario. Starting next July, the provincial booze bureaucracy will be rolling out 150 marijuana dispensing stores. As for the private marijuana dispensaries, well, those will be shut down, giving the government a monopoly on marijuana retailing, just as it enjoys on liquor and gambling. And how do members of Generation Trudeau After Dark feel about this one? Let's find out. Yes, okay, we're asking people about the announcement today that the government is going to be rolling out 150 cannabis stores starting next year.
I heard that, yeah.
Is that a good idea?
Yes. I actually think it is because I'm a cannabis smoker myself.
Oh, you are you?
Yeah, I am. I use it for anxiety and for also some other personal issues. So I actually do see it as a very beneficial way for people who actually use it as a medical issue.
I think that it's a fabulous idea. I think that people that are sick need somewhere or something to help them feel less pain and something that. Oh, I know you do.
I think it's a good thing for people that indulge in cannabis for medical reasons and recreational reasons. However,
every time.
Absolutely agree that it should be legal. Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. It's gonna be good for the public. Honestly, smoking weed is fine, and if we can make more taxes off that, then it's fantastic.
It's a wicked idea.
Okay, then. Well, what do you feel about?
I wasn't watching. I don't know.
How about yourself, ma'am? Good idea, bad idea?
I'm against the rest of my generation, but I think a lot of people that smoke pot are like losers if they do it consistently. So put that on national TV.
What do you think about that, sir? Weeds for losers? Is that true?
I live in New York. I wish it was legal where I was from, so it's great that it's legal here.
It depends on if it's managed as the LCBO is. Personally, I'm a libertarian, and I think that all illicit drugs should be legalized.
Anything that's foolproof, the government wants in. There's the gambling, there's the alcohol. Anything that is guaranteed money, the government wants in.
All the sins they want.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just bad news whenever the government gets involved in things like this.
So you would say maybe the government's role is to regulate it and tax it, but not be in the retailing business of it.
Yeah, regulate to an extent.
Obviously, we'd rather see it a little less regulated in Ontario, but you have what you have, right? The Liberals in government, you know what, they're going to tax everything pretty hard. You know, it's probably a smart idea, make some tax money.
So you would like to have seen the private sector.
I would like to have everyone have a fair shake at it of the private sector. From the people that have been doing this for years, that they want to labelize as organized crime just because they've been providing the people with something that they needed.
I don't like the government.
We're
from Alberta.
We're from Alberta, and we don't like our government. NDP is awful.
Ruining our province.
You like Rachel Notley?
Horrible.
Awful. I hate her. I hate Rachel Notley.
Brutal.
I'm liking you ladies more and more as we speak. Do you trust the government?
Do I trust you?
Say yes. You say yes, sir?
I say yes.
Okay, then. That's one for yes. How about you?
When there's tax involved, then everything sort of gets corrupt in a way. Okay, because I pick up from my dealer right now, I give $10, and he doesn't charge me tax or anything. It's just a straight deal from me and him.
So you're saying you trust the government-run stores more than the private sector?
I would probably trust the government stores more because you don't know what's in everything that people are selling on the streets. You don't know what's going to wind up in it.
You know what? Even if the private sector can't take part in this, I think it's great either way, because that way hopefully we're taking away from the crime on the streets.
It'll take a lot of criminals off the streets.
and it should be something that could be privatized and people could take advantage of.
Pussy. Two. I read an article 20 years ago in a Playboy magazine. All right.
Oh, you buy Playboy for the articles?
No, my girl bought me the Playboys. Okay. Yes, she did. And I'm gonna say something to you.
That's my kind of girl. I couldn't help but notice your T-shirt. It's got George Costanza. Was he a libertarian?
I'd like to think so.
What is a fair price for this stuff?
You know, the street value is $10 a gram.
And how many grams do you need for a wacky tobacco cigarette?
Holy cow.
I've invested a lot of my money in the cannabis stores and I haven't seen anything yet.
Into private sector cannabis stores? That might be a bad investment right now because they say they're going to shut those down.
Terrible investment. I'll be the first to admit.
I read an article in a Playboy magazine. If you were to legitimize marijuana, right, you would make $220 billion a year as selling it as cigarettes. Yes, you would. That was 20 years ago.
Okay.
And look what's going on now.
Okay.
So now they're trying to legitimize it. And who's legitimizing it? It should be decriminalized. It's a natural herb.
Like what you just saw? Then click subscribe below and never miss another Rebel video.